slow stack, you use two together. No, they don't stack, but there is an interesting interaction that's worth knowing if you're a TA player. If you're not a TA player, it's really irrelevant actually. But for anyone who ever plays TA, which probably is quite a few people, if you put down a trap, I'm actually going to show it visually to enhance the effect, right? Let's do that. You know, that's the very nice and
Templar Assassin.
nice and thought-through way of teaching. Right, let's create a hero. Axe. Axe for science. Create. Okay. So the thing is, the trap works in a way that it has a min slow of 30% and goes up to 60. Now, as it says in the flavor text, 50. It's 60 now, got buffed. So that means right now it's slowing to 30, 40, 55, 60. Like, it counts up. Maybe not that quickly, but right now it's a 60% slow trap. He gets really slow when he gets hit by it. He's not moving. Whereas if he moves and I put down one and immediately use it, you see he moves a lot faster. So what is it that I wanted to say? If you put down one trap and wait for it to be a full duration. Sure, now it's ready. He runs. Look at the timer. It's running out. I put down a new one and slow him again. Look at his speed. It's the same. It's the same, man. So the interesting mechanic is that you keep the same percentage as the first slow if you overlap them. So you're gonna learn something from that. For instance, if I have a trap here, but I want to slow him now, but he's running away, okay? Say he's running towards this trap. If I slow him now, and I'm like, oh, but I have a prepared trap here? No, fuck you, man. It's gonna do nothing. The trap is bad. Look at him running away. Fast as fuck. But the other way around is the way you want to really do it. If he runs over a prepared trap and gets slowed, and I'm like, yeah, you're not going anywhere, dude. Stay there. So now you know. Now you know. That's just one interesting detail about TA. There's a lot of things. For instance, refraction. Look at it. I'm not losing refraction charges for denying. So the aggressive refraction charge doesn't get removed if you hit a teammate. Only if you hit an enemy. You can use that to your advantage in the mid lane quite a bit. Those are two things. Of course, as a lot of people know, Hurricane Pike is a cool item on TA for the reason that you can use Melt Strike after using it. So no matter how far the enemy is, you can still Melt Strike them. That's a few things that we learned. And I guess more basic, but something that not everyone who's not played Dota for so long thinks about is the aspect of armor and the way you should play TA. So if we give this guy, there we go. He has 76% damage reduction right now. I have a lot of items, but look at that. He doesn't take much damage at all. But if we create a different axe, and then we level bots 25, because why not? Let's get rid of a creep swan. If we have a different axe over here, he only has 9 armor. So hitting this guy, no damage at all. But always go for the lower armor targets. And you're gonna see he takes a lot more damage, especially on a crit. And that's the way you need to deal with some heroes, in fact. Some heroes you just cannot focus, like Timbersaw. I played against him earlier today. Shredder. Like, this guy is just a monster to play against. He has way too much HP and way too much armor for TA to really be effective against it. But if you're laning against him, then try to do the simple thing, which is hit the creeps. We're gonna simulate some creeps. Great hero, Keeper. Just for simplicity, we're gonna give a few hearts to... Oh, heart. few Heartstay Keeper, so we don't have to have a lot of different crypts. So we're gonna put this guy on patrol. So just get used to, you know, trying to Psyblade, if possible, on a lower armor target, so that you don't have to go for someone who has 1,000,000 armor. And in team fights, you should be doing that. Because if you go on Timber here, as you're gonna see, I don't even think we're gonna bring down his HP at the end. Like, barely. And he's not even at full armor yet. Yeah. We kill him. You know. One of these days we kill him. We can stand here for a very long time hitting him. But all we need really is just Kotal. And it's quite forgiving, the angle, in fact. Like, it's pretty precise. A tip for Psyblading stuff, it's the same as when you shackle shot something. If you're a good Windrunner, then you have the mentality already to be good at TA, in fact. Because Windrunner and TA is really the same thing when it comes down to shackle and Psyblades. So what it does is it's gonna check. The Psyblade is gonna check on where you are at the time that the attack hits. Like that is the best way to show it, I guess. We can do free spells, makes it easier. So if I blink here, that's gonna Psyblade, right? So you can, like, that's not very often that you can use that to your advantage, because very often you blink the targets and then you hit them. But it's worth keeping in mind for laning stage, because when you're Psyblading something, if you hit them and move, you are gonna impact the angle slightly, even at a, like, it's hard to do, but yeah, sometimes you manage to move after hitting. And of course, even without a blink effect, that's gonna be decent. And yeah, what it really does, I mean, we can do it even more next level, maybe. If we, oh my god, how does this work? Like,
Revelations.
oh shit, this is not a Force Staff, sorry. I was thinking Force Staff, never mind.
As the temple requires.
Like, you could...
I sense some mystery.
Okay, the attack is actually way too slow for that. You should also know that it's based on the position that you have and the position that the target has when the attack lands. So, really when I'm attacking, it doesn't matter where I'm standing or where he's standing. What matters is where we're gonna end up when the attack lands. And that's how the Psyblade works. So, that's why you see some really funny Psyblade kills every now and then. Of course, the Force Staff one is not really worth knowing. I'm not trying to say that you should buy Force Staff and force your opponent. I'm just saying that you should know this. And we could actually show the same effect. Because I wanted to say the comparison to Windrunner, it's for a reason. Because the easy